If you're still driving a gas-powered car, no one's going to blame you. Most of us are. Does restarting your car use more gas? Do seat warmers waste energy? Here are 5 common myths that are costing you money at the gas pump. First, today's show is brought to you by mycarmatch.com. It's my go-to website for the best new and used car deals broken down by zip code. You can find a link in the description below for a free quote today. Restarting your engine uses more gas than idling. Myth. If you are waiting longer than 30 seconds in your car, then turn off your engine. You use more fuel idling after 30 seconds than you do to restart your car. Myth number 2, your car needs to warm up in the winter. If you are driving a newer car, you can skip this process even in the winter. Today's cars are designed to warm up while being driven. So after you give the car 30 to 60 seconds of idling time, you can be on your way. Just take it easy for the first couple of minutes. You'll save both time and gas. Myth number 3, seat warmers waste energy. Heated seats in your car may seem like a luxury, but actually they can be a huge money saver in the long run. Heated seats don't have to use as much energy, that is gas, as your car's heating vents to keep you warm. If they aren't offered when you buy your car, consider getting a heating pad for your seat or even having heated seats installed aftermarket. Myth number 4, changing your oil less frequently saves you money. Change your oil regularly and you'll have to fill up on gas less often. As oil ages, it gets harder and thicker to move through your engine, which in turn causes more energy to be used. By changing your oil regularly, you'll make sure you get the best fuel economy possible on your vehicle. And myth number 5, which I'm guilty of, topping off is worthwhile. No, it isn't. Have you ever topped off just to round up on the dollar amount of your gas? You should know that since the pump is only pumping out vapors at that point, they're automatically sucked back into the gas station's tank. In other words, even though you now have exact change, you didn't get any extra gas. Since we're talking about saving money at the gas pump, what about fuel economy in cold weather? This from fueleconomy.gov. I'll put a link in the description below. Fuel economy in cold weather. Cold weather and winter driving conditions can reduce your fuel economy significantly. Listen to this. Fuel economy tests show that in city driving, a conventional gasoline car's gas mileage is roughly 15% lower at 20 degrees Fahrenheit than it would be at 77. It can drop as much as 24% for short trips, 3 to 4 miles. Now, the effects on hybrids are much greater, as I've experienced recently in my Tesla. So why is winter fuel economy lower? This is very helpful, and you can re-listen to this if you want. This is a little bit of a refresher for me as well. Engine and transmission friction increases in cold temperature due to cold engine oil and other driveline fluids. It takes longer for your engine to reach its most fuel-efficient temperature. This affects shorter trips more since your car spends more of its trip at less than optimal temperatures. Heated seats, window defrosters, and heater fans use additional power. Warming up your vehicle before you start your trips lowers your fuel economy. Idling gets 0 miles per gallon. Colder air is denser, increasing aerodynamic drag on your car or truck, especially at highway speeds. Tire pressure decreases in cold temperature, increasing rolling resistance. Winter grades of gasoline can have a slightly less energy per gallon impact than summer blends. Battery performance decreases in cold weather, making it harder for your alternator to keep your battery charged. This also affects the performance of the regenerative braking system on hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and electric vehicles. Now, in severe winter weather, your miles per gallon can drop even further. Icy or snow-covered roads decrease your tire's grip on the road, wasting energy. Safe driving speeds on slick roads can be much lower than normal, further reducing fuel economy, especially at speeds below 30 or 40 miles per hour. And using four-wheel drive uses more fuel. So what can you do to improve your fuel economy in cold weather? I'm so glad you asked. Park your car in a warmer place, such as a garage, to increase the initial temperature of your engine and cabin. Combine trips when possible so that you drive less often with a cold engine. Minimize idling your car to warm it up. Most manufacturers recommend driving off gently after about 30 seconds. Then the engine will warm up faster being driven, which will allow the heat to turn on sooner, decrease your fuel costs, and reduce emissions. Don't use seat warmers or defrosters more than necessary, according to their website here. Check your tire pressure regularly. Use the type of oil recommended by your manufacturer for cold weather driving. Remove accessories that increase wind resistance like roof racks when you're not using your vehicle. if you don't plan on using that. If you drive a plug-in hybrid or electric vehicle, preheating the cabin while plugged into the charger can extend your vehicle's range. And finally, if you drive a plug-in hybrid or electric vehicle, using the seat warmers instead of the cabin heater can save energy and extend your range. And that wraps it up for this episode of the Everyman Driver Car Show. Again, check out our sponsor below, mycarmatch.com. It's my go-to website for the best new and used car deals broken down by zip code. You can find a link below for a free quote today.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.
Hey, I want to let you know about a new feature on everymandriver.com. It's a car payment calculator you can use anytime when you're trying to figure out what your potential loan amount is and the monthly payment figure. So what you do is you type in the vehicle price, your down payment, trade-in figure, sales tax, interest rate, and the term of the loan. Click calculate, and then you'll figure out the loan amount and the monthly payment. It's a free tool now available on everymandriver.com.